Hi guys, I know it's been a while. Things have not been great. Physically daunting shit medically going on that I don't want to mix up with my mental stuff. I've been waiting for like a month to get into the doctor. Probably surgery's coming up. I'm not gonna bitch about that right now. That's too much. I kind of came up with, not a positive breakthrough by any means. In fact, a negative one. But I have like a point of reference for hope now, I think. I think people take for granted what good qualities they're ingrained with naturally. I think some people don't realize how positive of a force they are because they don't even have another point of reference. They've never felt another way. They've never been another person. That's everybody's struggle, not just mine, obviously. Some of my toxic positive traits is being too trusting and being too kind. And it sounds like I'm humble bragging, but it really has fucked my life up. It's gotten me into a lot of trouble before. It's not cute. It's not quirky. It's pretty obnoxious, and it's ruined my life. I wish this was not the kind of world that I live in, where, being kind gets you fucked over all the time. I do not like living in a world like that, but that's where we are. I'm not the only person who has that problem, too. That just happens to be one of the problems I have. I think one subconscious thing I do, we all have our, like, self-soothing techniques. My whole life, even though I'm in the desert and I really hate the sun and I hate the heat, I've always, like, gone out and wandered around. Very dangerous. I've gone to places I should not have been, followed many times, have been chased, and lost. I have a horrible sense of direction. Zero survival skills, basically. But anyways, I go out for a walk and get air, even when the air sucks. I like to see new things, do some urban exploring, look at, old broken houses, find rusty things, find beauty in them. And recent years, I've been collecting feathers that every time I leave the house, find a feather resonates with me. Or like my brain, this is a baby feather, not all sweaty in my pocket. We'll fluff me back up, buddy. Collect them, I have them everywhere. My mom fucking hates it, but it's stupid. It is stupid. I recognize it, it's stupid. But at the time, when I see that feather, it's the only happy chemical that I'll get that day. If that's my feather, that's the one that I'm supposed to get today. And that feather will be all, beat up and ugly. But a lot of my dolls have all the feathers I found, and I can look at every feather. I can tell you where I found it and what I was feeling when I found it. It kind of sparks something positive in me. And it's not something I've ever done on purpose, just something my brain is trained and wired to do. I think it maybe has something to do with my daddy. We used to explore and dumpster dive a lot, and I just have a lot of positive memories with my daddy doing stuff like that. So, there's so many beautiful feathers. I remember every single one of them. This is a really nice one. When it was outside in the sun, it was literally glowing like it was something in a video game you're supposed to touch to like activate a fucking mission or something. But anyways, what's sad is that I always took that for granted because it's a positive thing. It is a helpful thing. It didn't give me much, but sometimes it was enough to keep going, It's a really, really good one. But anyways, sorry, I get so distracted. Subconsciously, well, this is a message from the universe that here's a gift. Keep going, follow the trail. Feather kind of resonates with you, maybe something stupid shit like that. Imagine being so depressed and so broken that you gotta depend on something so stupid just to get a couple of happy chemicals. And I try to be helpful to people to get the happy chemicals, but I think people are creeped out by me, so I've kind of kept to myself lately. But today the universe did something different, and instead of leading me naturally to see the next feather, I noticed a razor blade on the ground. It was really shiny. And now that razor blade was the glowing item in the video game that you're supposed to touch to begin the next mission. And that's scary. I didn't do that on purpose. That's the exact thing that my brain does. I can't snap. When I need to find something to hope for, that's the feeling I got. But when I looked over, it was a razor blade. Kind of like the universe being like, just fuck it. Of course, I'm not going to take its advice, but it just sucks because it's not getting any easier, But I really pray that I can still keep finding my feathers, and they can keep finding me until I can find something else that can help me be a human. I just want to be useful. I'm sorry. I will be okay someday, and so will you. Just keep collecting your feathers.